I swear the omelet was beautiful in the pan, but then transferring the pan to the plate, we were like, ah! And now we got this. All right, 2 eggs plus 2 egg whites. These were the egg whites that we had from yesterday when we made that carbonara. But first baseball game of the year, I am really excited. Feeling a little bit better again today too. Still a little bit of a cough, still a little bit of a scratchy throat, and I can feel it in my chest right now. So like, I feel like if I make a play, if I sprint or something, I'm gonna be really winded after that. But luckily in baseball, you don't have to do that too often back to back. We'll see. What I'm worried about is like if I hit a ball in the gap, like let's say I try to leg out a triple, am I gonna die? One way to find out. I'm also gonna eat a couple of these Hawaiian cookies I got from a family friend. Just get some simple carbs in me. Kind of like what you guys do for a pre-workout, pre-game, simple carbs. You know, I always have a few losses against the end of level boss in the game of getting ready. Putting my goddamn contact lenses in, Jesus Christ, it's such a process for me. I don't know why, it just sticks to my fingers though. It's like I'd be pressing it onto my eyeball, moving my eyeball around. I did exactly how the tutorial did it too, where it's like, yeah, you put it in, look down like towards the other, like look down towards your nose, and then like move your eyeball around, and it still just sticks to my finger. It's so annoying. It takes me like 10 minutes just to put my contact lenses in. But good news, my friend's picking me up at the convenience store. I might be running a little late. He might be almost there. I think I'll get there on time. It's also freaking freezing out here. I'm layered up. I got Under Armour long sleeve and the jersey. Got leggings on underneath the baseball pants. It's gonna be really cold. I might wear, oh yeah, definitely, I always wear my left batting glove under my glove. I might even wear my right batting glove in the outfield and throw the ball with the batting glove. No, that's a bad idea. Oh good, my friend's actually not here yet, so I'm gonna go inside the Family Mart and give me like one of those hot lemon drinks and some cough drops. I sat down in the convenience, had this nice conversation with this older gentleman. He saw my bat, and he was asking me so many questions. Oh, what's that bat for? You play konshiki, nanshiki? So you play real baseball, the rubber baseball, and so like, it's really cool that this country, people will be just excited about any kind of baseball. It's really sad that in the United States, it's not like that anymore. In my hometown, apparently, there's no more kids baseball league. It's gone. Nobody's playing baseball anymore. Makes me sad. Here's the field, and it's a really nice park. And there's the bathroom where that clock is. I need to get over there. I made it here, but look at these fucked up stairs. These aren't even stairs. These are like... Let me just not die on this. There we go. Is this actually a bathroom? Oh, it's not a bathroom. I was lied to. God damn it. Back up this shit. Oh shit, let me not fucking die. I think it's down this way. Alright, the other team only got 7 people, so some of us want to go in the field on the other side. Let me walk through this thing here. Oh shit. Oh, my bat didn't fit. Apparently this is like a rocket themed park. It's cool. This is a huge ass field. Ain't nobody hitting one out here. Free chamomile, fuck it. I mean, not free, I paid for the drink bar, but I'm gonna get our money's worth in the drink bar, right? Never been at this station, but they got like everything here. It's like a main station. What the hell? My phone battery is nearing its end. Gotta get back home. We're not too far now. I might need to come back to this area one day. But let's go home. All right, it's time to get our meal prep food. And oh boy, after this, do I have a story to tell y'all. And look what the wind's doing, knocking over all the bicycles. That's gonna be part of the story later. All right, I'm extremely tired, so let's just make this week's meal prep as simple as possible. Throw some onions in here. Got just 5 chicken drumsticks, just a little bit. There we go, pretty nice. And a bunch of tenderloins. Did the paper fall? The paper always falls in, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay, that's a ton of chicken, oh my God. First, kill off this bottle of vinegar, then some soy sauce. I got me another bottle of vinegar just to, round this out. Good Lord. Oh yeah, there's a few. Yeah, I just want one, but we'll break it a little bit and throw it in there. I don't need a bunch. Yeah, I never use these. Let's use these Chinese chilies. Yeah, this isn't traditional, but fuck it. Yeah, we've had this dilemma before where I don't have a chicken stock cube, so here comes a bouillon stock cube. Yeah, that makes sense. We'll add a little water to this too. Incorporate this a little bit. Oh, I forgot the garlic. Oh, I gotta throw some garlic in here too. One moment. Okay, forget all the garlic. Jesus Christ. And I'm just gonna bring this over to the stove while my rice, and then cook some rice while this goes. Bring it up to a boil, then put it down to simmer and just let that sit for a long time. Now, Google says we need roughly 400 grams of uncooked white rice, oh my God, to get 1,000 grams of cooked white rice. Okay. We are 400 on the dot. I am a freaking master at this. Look at that. All right, this will go for 38 minutes, and now I got this guy on low heat. So by the time this is done, this should be done too. All right, while my bath is filling up, let me talk about what happened after the game. So we went to lunch. It was a really nice lunch. We went to Gusto, and I had some chicken. I had actually a nice healthy meal there. Really, really good. But however, I had my stuff in my friend's car. He was driving, and then I just brought in my little bag like this with me there, right? I had this, you remember this bag, right? So I had this bag on me while I was inside the restaurant. Okay, now it was time to leave, and my friend both of my friends that drove, they needed to go somewhere. And I was like, oh, don't worry about it, guys. There's a station over there. I'll just walk to that station and go home by the train. It's actually really close to my city. Wasn't a long ride home. It's all good, no problem, right? So I had this bag on me, but my stuff was in my friend's car. So I was like, oh yeah, let me go out, let me pay, and then go out and get the stuff out of my friend's car. So I had this bag on me like this, and then I had to grab the baseball bag and the duffel bag, and I put the backpack on, the baseball bag back on. And then I had this bag. Well, I think I put this bag on first and then put the backpack on or something like that. But anyway, so I walk over to train, all good, got all this stuff. I'm like pretty tired, right? I'm still kind of sick. Yeah, I drank a bunch of chamomile tea inside that Gusto. So I'm just like kind of out of it, right? But I go on and then I get on the train. There's plenty of seats. And I'm like, okay, let me sit down. But I got all this shit on me and I'm trying to take the backpack off. But then I realized I put this on over the backpack, so I gotta take this on first. When I took this off, I ended up taking this off too without even knowing it. That just fell down onto the floor. I didn't notice it at all. So I get off the train and I'm like, oh, make sure I got on my bag. I left that little bag on the train again. If you remember from a few months ago, if you've been watching for me for a while, I left this on the train before. And it's very small, but what was scary was I had my pocket Wi-Fi in here and my house keys with my gym key on it. Now, lucky for me, I keep a spare key tucked away in my wallet. Yeah, like this. So I have a spare key on me at all times. But I was like, oh shit, my gym key's in there, my pocket Wi-Fi, my coin pouch, that's all in there. And I'm like, okay, let me just do this again. Or I got a call
the people to get the bag back. So I get the little QR code from the train station, but the problem is today I just filmed our whole game and my phone died. So I couldn't call them. So I had to come on home without a phone and I didn't even get to come home because there was a giant train delay because of the crazy wind today. It was stopped due to high winds. Yeah, just a whole recipe for disaster. So I had no way to get home, no phone, couldn't contact the people who had, could you imagine if I didn't have this spare key? What would have happened? Hey, moral of the story, always keep a spare key somewhere on you. Like maybe if you keep your keys in your pocket, have a spare key in your wallet. If you have a card key, I don't know, maybe you put it in the bag that you bring with you every day. Put a spare one in the bag you bring with you every day. But luckily I had that. So I had to come on all the way home, then plug my phone in to charge it. Once it got charged enough where I could use it, I had to call the call center, did that whole thing. Luckily, they found my bag at the next station down. So I just needed to go one station down to find it. However, once I got that all confirmed, they're like, I'm sorry. Like before they hung up, I'm sorry. The lost and found service is closed right now, so you're gonna have to wait. So I had to wait a few hours to then go back and then get the bag, and it was freaking freezing out. So there was another train delay because of that strong wind. It got even crazier wind, so I had to wait at the station even longer. Finally got to that station, got my bag, and then made it back home, and I'm just like, we're at 16,000 steps, not including the baseball game. So we got a lot of steps in today. But it was just kind of a shit show. A little bit nervous, but I wasn't too nervous. Like I've done this before. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll definitely get the bag back. But just a little nervous having my pocket Wi-Fi and the gym key in there, because if it was gone, I'd have to pay to replace all those things, and that would just be a shit show in itself. So finally back home, got the meal prep going, and just relieved that's all done. But yeah, just like a whole storm of things just happened. Well, just one thing, but a whole storm of things just happened at once, with my phone dying, train delays, and all of that. Like on top of losing my bag. So happy that's done. And it kind of made me like, I'm like, oh geez, I'm like my sickness just come back because of all that stress. Goddamn, yeah. Always be careful with your things, everybody. Yeah. All right, everything's cooled down a bit. I'm measuring out 200 grams of chicken. Now you're gonna see how easy it is for us to measure this out, because this chicken's so tender now. We could just break pieces off like that. Like that's crazy. We could do that with chicken tenderloins. And that's about 200 grams on the dot right there. So without the liquid, and then like after I get all these measured out, we're gonna pour some of the liquid into each bowl. But just to show you, like, here's a whole chicken tenderloin. I could just tear it apart like that. That's what you want when you slow cook something. And when you're eating chicken breast every day for a whole week, you're gonna want it easy to chew. So you're not just sitting there just chewing, it's dry. You know, actually, like, I'm gonna take this bowl now and kind of just break all the pieces up with my tongs. Just so, like, when I do warm it up back in the microwave, like, it will dry out a little more after a while. When I do warm this up back in the microwave, this will be really a lot easier to eat through. It won't be a chore. You don't want it to ever be a chore, then you're gonna just absolutely hate it and not want to finish it. And as a treat for each meal, 1 drumstick. The point of the drumstick was for the sauce. We get the bone, and then that will help, like, when this cools down, it'll gelatinize the sauce a little bit, and just it adds a good flavor to it. Really, really nice. But like making chicken adobo, you do need the bone. So I'm just gonna add 1 drumstick to each bowl. That's gonna be like the little, like what we look forward to in each meal. So yeah, we got 200 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, 1 drumstick. We'll like have a rough estimate. We'll just put one little drumstick on there. in MyFitnessPal. And for the sauce, we could just kind of guesstimate how much like calories of soy sauce and vinegar we got. It's not that big of a deal. Final step, we're just gonna ladle in some of the sauce into each bowl. Now, am I gonna get tired of this? Like eating this every day for 5 days? Probably. But I don't know, I didn't really feel like doing a big long meal prep tonight. I barely did any work on this. And I did the chilies instead of the peppercorns because I really don't like having the whole peppercorns in the adobo. I end up taking a bite of them. It's not very pleasant. So I'm just gonna hit it with some black pepper over each of the bowls. That's totally fine. None of this is authentic. Shut the fuck up. Well, I can't really say today was really enjoyable. Not much of it was enjoyable. Went to my baseball game and got our ass absolutely whooped. I did something stupid, lost my thing again. It was really ridiculously cold today and I was freezing out there. And even though I'm feeling a little bit better, I'm still sick. So, we gotta end it off with something enjoyable. Gonna play some Game Boy before I go to sleep. Anyway, that's gonna do it all for tonight. Better week coming up for sure. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye bye.